In this video, we're going to talk about timelines. Now, I am looking to come with a practical understanding and explanation of what these are. So let's talk about it. So, what is a timeline really? I've heard so many people talk about, the concepts and ideas of timelines, and you kind of get this vision in your mind of like a superhero movie or time travel or whatnot. Well, here's how I understand it. A timeline is simply the frequency and vibration of the circumstance that you're in. We create our reality. And for many thousands of years, we've been in this cycle, this loop of karma. We've been learning these karmic lessons. And a lot of times, what will happen is we'll get into a situation where we invite these lessons into our life through people, places, and things. And we will go through some kind of dramatic experience, breakdown, breakthrough, learn a lesson. Now, sometimes what happens is we don't learn the lesson, right? We get triggered, we run away, or we compensate, or we blame others, and then we will do a lateral transfer because we left voluntarily, we left that situation, and we will continue to shift to the same lesson, but in a new timeline. And the new timeline is bringing in new people, new places, new situations, but still learning the same lesson because we didn't learn what we need to learn. Now, if we connect this to astrology, this is where how I explain yachts, right? A yacht in a birth chart is typically, a soul level burden or a series of karmic lessons that need to be learned while you're going through life. And as you learn these lessons, we are unaware, and then some kind of experience, whether it's heartbreak or an accident or some kind of life changing experience, brings us to our awareness and it breaks us down emotionally, right? Makes it very hard for us to feel whatever it is that we have to feel. And there's some kind of shame or guilt or something that is at the soul level that is very painful for us to process. Now, this pain is designed to teach us, but a lot of times, people will run away from that pain and create a lateral timeline where you will continue to experience the same things, just with different people, different places. See this a lot in relationships, right? So we are in a time right now where we are all coming in collectively to a new age of a timeline. Basically, we're all raising our vibration to our highest vibrational good in this lifetime. I personally believe in fate and destiny. And so we are clearing timelines collectively and individually. So when you find that you are in a relationship, if the relationship is, whatever you're learning from the relationship, if you stick it out and you allow yourself to learn a lesson and you grow from it, right, you will clear that vibration. Suddenly, the old things in the old timeline that you were in suddenly feel different. They don't feel fulfilling, right? You feel kind of lifeless. It doesn't give you the same internal feeling that it used to. And that can be very confusing when that's gone. But that also means that you're ready for a big growth spurt. And when you go into this growth spurt, you have to go into the unknown, energetically speaking. And this unknown is coming into a higher vibrational timeline. And this is how we create our reality, right? And the more that we understand this, the more that we are able to navigate these processes of creating the timelines that we want to create. Now, I do believe that the highest vibrational timeline is living in the present moment in the space of love. Self love is in our outer world, is just a reflection of our inner world, right? So when we have complete unconditional self love, which don't get it twisted, it takes a lot to get there. All right. Especially with all the things that we have going on in the world right now that are trying to, take away or pull away or tempt us to give our power away or do things for selfish reasons or whatnot. There's a lot of different layers of understandings of what the heart truly wants as opposed to what the ego or the mind truly wants. So, understanding that a timeline is simply the environment, the set of frequencies and vibrations that you were in this particular time, is here to teach you a lesson or a set of in series of lessons in order for the soul to grow. Once you learn that lesson, the timeline will shift. Now, what I'm seeing right now, a lot of people are shifting into their highest timeline through all the clearing of all this karma. I personally believe that next year we are all collectively the highest available timeline in this reality, which is coming into the fifth dimension, if you will, or the place of unconditional love. There are many, many people that are moving into that highest timeline. And the highest timeline, what does it look like? It looks like whatever we want it to look like. Because when we come into that space of unconditional love, we will fully understand how to create that, because we'll be in a still place and we'll be trusting our hearts. And when we have that unconditional love guiding us, then there is no more need for conflict, probably even no more need for money, no more need for all the frivolous um, separating rules that we have that are controlling society right now, right? And this is where all these ideas of we're creating a new world are coming into play. Coming into these new timelines are basically going to bring us all together and realize, hey, we don't need these systems in place to tell us what to do. If we're going to take radical responsibility of our lives and we're going to do what we're passionate about because we know what we're passionate about, right? We're going to take active action based on the passions of making the world a better place. So nobody is super greedy, but we all get what we need and what we want, and we all have abundance that's overflowing from within. Now, this may sound like a pipe dream right now, right? But I can tell you that it is most definitely not. It is coming, and we have the potential to activate it, to connect to this place very efficiently here in the coming few years. So, if this makes sense to you, and this helps you understand a more practical adaptation to timelines, please leave a comment in the comment section below. And if you would like to work with me one-on-one, you can visit my website, optimizinghuman.com. I also have a free ebook that you can download and jump on my newsletter that I'm sending out every week. And let's connect and let's create this new world together. All right? Time to dance. Oh.